So my name is Lennon, and my wife and I are looking for a way to kind of leverage the equity on the property to essentially buy something else. But my question is very specific to the P.I.L.L method in comparison to the Tennessee guy. I just wanted to know, like, to summer it up, right? Is there a major difference between the product, and if so, what is it?
All right. That is an excellent question. So the guy that you were talking about, I believe, was talking about the debt snowball. And I'll give you a quick idea of what we're talking about. And then I'll actually show you an example of what I'm talking about. So here's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you a quick example. When we're talking about the debt snowball absolutely does work. It will pay off your debt quicker. So there is absolutely no equivocation there. It works. But the thing is, it's highly inefficient. May I explain to you what I mean by inefficient?
Break it down, yeah.
Okay, so here's an example. So when you're paying off, that snowball says, okay, we're going to pick a loan and we're going to pay off a certain debt. And we pay off that debt because it's the smallest one available. So we're going to take whatever extra money we have, try to pay that debt off as quickly as possible, and then take into account the minimum payment on that debt. Let's say it's about 50 bucks. All right. So as we pay that debt off early, now we have the money that we were using to pay the debt off plus the $50 of the minimum payment. We're no longer paying to that debt because it's paid off. So we snowball all that together. And now we add all of that money plus the minimum payment to the next smallest debt. Is that how you understand how this works?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, great. And so if we keep doing that and snowballing that money, eventually we pick up steam and we pay off all the debt early. But I was talking to a client of mine, and they were quite concerned about the fact that they had $1,200 on a 12% Visa. And they said,
Wow.
we never carry a balance on that card. We always pay it off. We have an opportunity cost calculator. And so they had a $300,000 mortgage. I'm putting this in here, and their interest rate was 4%. And I'm putting that on the screen as well. So they were concerned that my program was ignoring the $1,200 at 12% on their credit card. And so they said, is something wrong? I said, well, let's do a little bit of math. So I asked them, did you realize that a 12% annual rate really means 1% a month for 12 months? And they said, no, we didn't realize that. So what you're really being charged is 1% interest this month, not 12%. So if you pay off that card this month, you will absolutely save interest. But guess how much interest they save if they pay it off? 1% of $1,200. A whopping 12 bucks. Are you following me, Lennon?
I am. That's emphatic.
Okay. So now we're looking at their mortgage. Okay. We're looking at their mortgage and looking at the cumulative principal here on their mortgage. And I'm going to make it easy and go down to where it says $1,300. If they pay off $1,300 on their mortgage right now, they knock off 3 months off their mortgage and they save nearly $3,000 in interest, Lennon.
Wow.
So the problem with the debt snowball is that it doesn't take into account interest cost when you're making the decision on which loan to attack. It just gives you the good feeling of paying off a debt. So you get good feelings. And I asked the question in my book, how much do you want to pay for your good feelings? Is this beginning to make sense?
Oh, it does indeed. Yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to put on the screen, I've got John and Rebecca Jones here on the screen in the opportunity cost calculator. And I'm going to change this to years to pay off. Now, with the opportunity cost calculator, John and Rebecca have $227,000 in debt. It's a $200,000 mortgage at 6%. They have $2,000 on the Visa at 21%, and they have a car loan at 4%, which is $25,000. So now, when we start this program, all right, based on the financial footprint that it took them to qualify for these loans. Okay, so they qualified for these loans. We're going to use the same budget. And by using that same budget, we're going to show them how to save $179,393 in interest they don't have to pay on these loans. That's where we start. We don't start with which loan to pay off first. We start with the problem with the loans in the first place. So let me ask you, Lennon, if all of your loans had 0% interest, is there any financial benefit to paying them off early?
Nope.
No. So why are we focused? Every program out there, including the guy in Tennessee, every program out there focuses on how much we owe, but not on how much it costs to manage what we owe. If we focus on the cost, we would make different financial decisions, don't you think?
I do.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.